Hi folks, I'm back doing the final testing with the slugs today. I'm going to be using the Retay T20 and the Daystate Airwolf. Now, I did have a viewer saying anybody tried the air ranger through it. So if you want to answer that question, do so. But if not, the Airwolf, the same rifle, except it's electronic rather than mechanical like the air ranger. So whatever the Airwolf's doing, it will probably give you a good idea of how the air ranger will do. So I've got the two slugs, so let's get on with the test. Starting off with the lead, 10 grains. I will be using the magazine because I couldn't find a single shot loader for it. So hopefully they'll go through the rifle okay. You'll find that they do well in most rifles. Okay. Have a look now. Yeah. About parallax dims, right? Okay. A bit of pushing through, but we'll see. I'm going for the centre target. It's not too bad, it's on the outer rim. Bloody hell. It's going out. If not, we'll be moving on. This is the first rifle that one's got stuck in. No, moving on. Alright, it's going to be a quick video, isn't it? So, definitely tight through the barrel. So, normally get the problem at the choke, but this one's odd going in for the first couple. Although, impact point wise, it was more or less on. Just needed adjusting to the right. So I'll get the Daystate and we'll carry on. That's why it's best to use single shot loaders sometimes. So they can get sort of feeding at a funny angle. I've got some cleaning rods, I'll shove it through with that. I'm not going to do that now. But that's the first rifle that I've had a problem with it. Okay. on low. this is 15 yards now, so. Question then, if you work through this, you should work through near range. Got one more shot, just to make sure it's grouping. Right, I'm going to go for it. I'm going for the top. Don't really matter, does it now? I've only got the one life. I'm going to go for the top right. And again, I needed to because I've got lead freeze as well. Fire 10 shots at this, so that's 6 gone so far. You get a good idea of the group that way. Now if you look back at the Falcon, like I was saying, it's probably the most accurate rifle I've got. It did better than this, but that don't mean to say it's any better than this rifle, it just means it suits the barrel better, and they're both loaf of waffle barrels. Okay. So the circles up there, about 20mm, size of a 10p piece maybe. So that's 10 shots using the leaded. And now we'll go on to the lead free. Now they've been outstanding really, they've been really accurate. I don't know why that is. Maybe it could be because I don't even know if they're travelling that much faster, to be honest. I don't think they are, but it could be the length of them. They're longer, so they're probably better streamlined through the air than the stubby slugs. So maybe the 13 grain is the way to go. Now that's definitely harder going into the barrel. That's going to slow it down anyway, or it's going to stop altogether. Okay, so I'm going to fire at centre target again. If you don't hear a hit at the other end, that could be the end of the video. Oh no, it went in, it went a bit higher. That went to about 10-11 o'clock position of the inner circle. But definitely tighter in the barrel at the start. Yeah, definitely tighter. So they're not lead, so they're not going to squish the same. And that's pretty close, so go straight onto the test now because I've not got many left. So I'll be going to the top left. And of course I've got a bit of time now, I might chronograph them as well. Two clicks down, let's go to the right. 3 clips to the right. I think I loaded it, I can't remember now. Yeah, it's more or less, almost on target now by a couple of millimetre. So I think these are the ones to go for if you want an accurate slug. It's gone through the same hole. Now the lead freeze, the ZAN lead freeze at 8.5 grains, outstanding from every rifle I've shot, almost, probably bar one. A bit lower, but that's insane. 3 through the same again. God. Now with these, it's as accurate as the Falcon, if not a bit tighter. Obviously the card don't look the same as a paper now. Excellent. Funny thing is, when I first got here there was pigeons down there at 40 odd. And I came through the gate and there was a fox running around. It ran away from me as I drove through. But as you can see, at 40 yards, it's doing well. Oh, that dropped. Don't know why that happened. Last shot then. Dropped again a bit. So on the whole they're doing really well. Lead freeze. Leaded not quite so well, which has been the story right through. But I do put that down to the stubby length of the slug rather than anything else. Right, I've got one lead here that was mixed in. I'm going to go back to the top right, so that'll be 11. Okay then, so there are the results. I'll ignore, on the leaded side, I'll ignore the bottom shot because that dropped low from the start, and I'll ignore the bottom 2 shots on the lead free because there was a problem there, that either too tight for the barrel, because if you look at the rest of them you can see how they group it. So lead freeze, definitely the tightest group. When they look at them, they're all well inside the circle. They're covered by 5p a piece. The leaded not quite so much. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably covers 7 of them by 5p a piece. And you got 2 at the top and 1 that dropped below. But that is a test for the ZAN slugs. Hope you've enjoyed the little series of test shots with the different rifles. I say at some stage I'll probably come back with the original Brocock rifles, but I've got issues with them at the moment. They're not performing like they should, so I'm going to have to sort them out, and I can come back to them later, because the good thing about testing those is they've got wire wrap barrels in, so if you've got a 110 or a 100, you'll get some idea of how they'll shoot through that. So I'll go up now, I'll bring the card back and we'll discuss it. Okay then, back at the shooting end. So they're the leaded. £1 piece will cover all but, I think that's one there, all but 5. So that's 500 £1 piece. Centre to centre, which that is, all but 2 of them. Moving on to the lead freeze, all but 2. All but 1. So lead freeze tightest group, looking at that, look, those dropped off for some reason. That was the first shot I said I'd ignore. So if I bring that into the equation, let's say it's 5 out. That's what I drew round actually. So centre to centre, you'll go halfway through. Almost. That's not there, but 3 out of the whole lot. It covers the rest with a 10p. So I don't know. It all depends what sort of kill zone you want. Most people say 5p, which is barely smaller than a £1. I think it's just inside the rim of it. But yeah, I mean, even a 10p, if you hit it square in the head, it's going to do damage. So there we go, that is the result from the Daystate. Something else to look at when we took the cardboard off. You can see the unleaded. That one, that's the only one that seems to rake them up. It's hit somewhat hard. Look at these, almost shooting again. You can see how they've dug in. Moving over to the leaded pellets, they've all sunk in. We'll take the card off now and we'll see how it's done on the plywood underneath. In fact, look down here. They're the leaded ones. They've squashed out. Look. Looking under the card. The lead start to stack up. Unleaded. There's one that's penetrated there. And they're the ones that drop low, I think. Centre target, probably when I'm shooting at that. But that's the modification that I did. I've got 1/2 inch ply on the inner side and another 1/2 inch on back, so that should last a while, but eventually they will start coming through. I'll have to replace it again. You can see where it chewed the frame up initially, but I put another batten on the back, so it's pretty thick, but it will get eaten through. So that is the target holder that I've been using. Okay, then I just fired about 5 shots through the Retay, and the slugs came out. Didn't need to use a rod to push them out. And that's what I've found quite a few times when I had a gun stalk. We fire several shots and it gradually pushes it up the barrel and shoots it out. But I won't be putting the slugs through it again. It just don't suit the barrel on this one. It must be slightly tighter, or maybe the actual twist rate don't help it, but it's back to normal now. And if anybody's interested in getting any of these ZAN slugs, I mean, a lot of places sell them, but I particularly got these ones from iHunter. Now, he started off quite small, but it's quite big now. He's got lots of pellets, slugs, and airgun accessories now, so it's a good one to try out as well. A big thanks to iHunter for stocking these so I could buy them. Like I say, the lead free's done really well, as we've all seen now through all the barrels. Lead slugs, good in some, not in others. But yeah, been interesting testing them. Coming up in the next videos will be 2 new products coming from Discovery Optics. They're now known as Discovery Opt, and that is a dedicated night vision add-on scope similar to the One Leaf Commander, which is being updated now. It is the NV100. Now the original NV100, you could shoot in the day and the night, but it didn't give the option of recording what you're seeing through it. It also had a separate IR torch on it for the infrared. The new version, you've got a built-in infrared, you've got a laser attachment, and you've now got the option to record what you see through it. So great new product from Discovery Optic, and also a great scope as well that comes with it. Now the scope has been designed to be used as a normal scope. It's a 3 to 12 by 42. It's got 50 minutes of angle on it, and it is a really nice solid scope. 30mm tube, lots of light in, fantastic reticle for what we do. So it comes right to the bottom of the scope, and that has been designed to go in partner with the NV100 night vision. So I'll be reviewing both items separately and together as a unit. So you'll get an unboxing video of each on the next video, and then after that you'll get the field tests. So quite a lot coming up. Also got a new pair of binoculars coming from Apexel. It's the NV009, and basically they're a night and day vision binocular. So quite a lot of things coming up in the future. I've got some administration to do with some of my rifles, and I can then test these through them again at a later date. So yeah, a lot coming up, a lot going on in my life really. Grandkids to look after. So I've not got all the time in the world, but I put as much time in. I probably half my life spent on doing airgun reviews for you lot. So I'll do my best, and same again, it's all weather permitting as well. So thanks for watching, thanks for all your support over the years. I really do appreciate it. I mean, it's took a long time to get where I've got, but it's gradually building up, and now it's built up to where it is. I'm getting airgun related companies or accessory related companies that are actually coming to me now because they enjoy watching my videos, and I can do an honest review, and you know I'm doing an honest review because I show you everything on video. So you either like it or you don't. It's entirely up to you. So I'll catch you in the next video.